My name is Jaime Tenedorio. I'm the CEO of INUI, and I'm really happy to be here. And let me tell you why. Last time I was here, I was predicting that we would receive an FDA clearance within days, minutes, weeks. When that didn't happen, I was absolutely convinced I would never be invited back. Seriously, I was. But I'm happy to report that on May 25th, if I can get we received our US FDA clearance. Thank you. We now have a US FDA clearance, a CE mark medical to sell in Europe. We are also CLIA waived, meaning we can be used in any laboratory by any physician. So we've created here a unique category of product within the FDA, and I'll explain to you a little bit about that. It's been a 5-year journey to get from conception to clearance. I really want to thank Relay for their patience and their vision, and especially want to thank Kevin, who's my board chairman. This wouldn't have happened without their support. Now I want to tell you a little bit about how we're going to change the world, but first I want to tell you that with this clearance and with our other clearances, we've created an incredible competitive barrier from the regulatory point of view, from the performance point of view, and from the partnership point of view, which I'll tell you about. So there are two companies that you may know that disrupted multi-billion-dollar industries, one in transportation, one in hospitality, and they disrupted industries that were slow, cumbersome, but most importantly, they were geared around the needs of the provider, not the consumer. There is another industry that I submit to you that is ready to be disrupted, and that's a $60 billion industry in the diagnostic space. It's slow, it's cumbersome, it's really expensive. It's definitely built around the needs of the healthcare industry, the provider, and the lab, not around the needs of the patient. Well, healthcare is changing. It's changing dramatically. Last year in the US, 67% of hospital revenue was from outpatient services. Think about that. Outpatient services is their 67% of revenue, and that's accelerating. Why is that happening? Tests are being moved from the inpatient context to the outpatient context. In-hospital care is moving to in-home care. Monitoring is now being done in the home for a number of reasons. For cost, for visibility, it's actually providing better care. And patients want to be more enabled and want to be a participant in their own healthcare. So this is a trend that's accelerating. Now I want to show you just one example of what our product is going to do.
Now I have a product that helps me along this journey. With INUI in-home urine analysis, I can test for conditions when every second counts and get personalized information about my health when it matters most. INUI gives me access to the right knowledge and peace of mind, and I can easily share these results with my doctor. It's a beautiful journey, and it's only the beginning.
So as you've guessed, one of our first market segments is pregnancy health, maternal and fetal health. The basic test platform already tests for pregestational diabetes, preeclampsia, metabolic condition, UTI, and asymptomatic bacterial infection, all very common in women who are pregnant. They are big issues, especially outside the US. But we are extending the platform to address kidney disease, liver function, and a bunch of other conditions. We will be a platform for in-home monitoring for a number of disease states, including potentially STDs and drug testing as well. So we've created a platform that can do diagnostics anytime, anywhere. So all that's necessary is a phone and a disposable test, and this test is done on paper. It can be done in a village in Africa, it can be done in New York, it can be done in a bathroom in Kansas. It can be done on a $40 Android phone. We support almost 14 platforms now, and we have a unique clearance with the FDA in that regard. I'm happy to say that on Friday we completed a clinical trial in sub-Saharan Africa, 200 people in Kenya. Being tested in county hospitals, rural clinics, and midwives going out to villages and testing people. The most remarkable thing is my VP of engineering was sitting in his office in Sunnyvale, and we were seeing test data coming in real time, geotagged. So we show that we have scale, and we're now ready to go commercial. So it's easy to use, in-home, first of its kind test. No more having to go to a lab, pee in a cup, having that cup go to somebody to test it, have that data in your system, data goes to your physician, 3 days later you get a result. By that time it may not even be relevant. What we've done with the FDA is create a category of in-home diagnostics. We are the first in-home diagnostic panel that's done with a phone. There was some resistance, let's say, around that. We are the first, but we're definitely not going to be the last. There are a number of people that want to do diagnostic tests based on the phone, and we have a lot of IP in this space that we think will be very useful. So how will we make money? I know we're all mercenaries, as somebody said before me. So we will sell, obviously, tests as a disposable. We will sell services. We get data on every single test, time tagged, geotagged, biometrics on each user. We can create patient panels, so we will sell that as a service. We will have apps for both point of care in clinics and individuals, and we will have an enterprise service offering for monitoring of people in clinical trials who are participating in a pharma trial but can be tested remotely in real time. So I'm pleased to announce today that we're rebranding the company to INUI. That will be effective as of today. And our mission is to empower people to know more and worry less about their health. And if you remember nothing else from today, I'd ask you to remember 3 things. We have the product, we have a platform, a clear platform, and we have the unique partnership. Siemens is our exclusive supplier for all these chemistries, the largest player in the urinalysis space. And we're going to dominate the in-home self-test market for these disease states. Thanks.